Hello, it's me, I'm back again. I'm the guy that's doing Minecraft Let's Play videos. Guess what? I've only gone and done it. I'm literally uploading my first video right now. It's happening. 10 minutes left on the upload, and then it's got to process and it'll take forever. But it's happening, so I can't back out now. Let's go into Minecraft and do some cool stuff. First off, fit check. Oh my god, let's check out the enchantments. I managed to get some nice feather falling added onto the boots. And I think maybe one of those is due. It might be the accurate affinity. I can't remember. Everything else there is default. I've got a god rod. That sounds a bit euphemistic. My fishing rod has got all of the best enchantments on it. And also my bow. It's fantastic. And it keeps me alive. And I'm very happy with that. I have been doing quite a lot of fishing, and over here we've got lots and lots of books and spare fishing rods and spare bows. So if I need to make a new bow, then I just can combine a bunch of these things. And I've got some things here like efficiency 4, I've got power 4, so if I wanted to upgrade my bow, I can do that at the cost of 8, and then I've got power. Let's do it. Let's do it right now whilst we're talking about it. And it is done. And Freeze Up has spotted this chest. Isn't that nice? Just lovely. I've only got 18 levels now, so we'll worry about levels a bit later, because I would like to get some enchantments on the sword, and if I can get some good ones, then I can come back here. Maybe I'll get a few good ones and only sharpness 3. Well, if I add the sharpness 3 to my sharpness 3, then I'll get sharpness 4. That would be fantastic. I would love that. Now, as I talked about at the end of the last video, I want to make some more farms. This is the iron farm. It generates me some iron. Plenty for right now. Got a decent amount. Got a few extra stacks since the last time I checked it. And a bunch of poppies and some seeds I think I threw in there accidentally at some point. And talking about farms, let's quickly be a cheating bad guy and switch into spectator mode. So I can't get hurt and I can fly through the blocks. Hooray! Ooh, look at me go. So I just wanted to quickly show off the actual farm and how it works, because I didn't really go over that in the first video, and I wanted to make sure that it's shown off at least a little bit, so that if people are watching this and go, oh, I want to do that too. Yes, you could go to see Ep02's channel, or you can just look at this and go, oh, I need to make a chamber, and I need to get some villagers in the end there, and then a couple of slabs and a trapdoor with a zombie in a boat. Zombie doesn't need a name tag because he's in the boat, which is nice. And then these are lit up. These steps are how the zombie got in, but these are lit up so that nothing else will spawn in there and cause an issue like a skeleton and start shooting at my guys. That would be very bad. And the trapdoor here, you just open these trapdoors and the zombie comes and walks across and he goes, oh, there's ground there, and then he falls in the hole and you close the trapdoors and then he goes, ooh, there's people down here I could eat. And he comes down here and gets stuck in the boat because you've already left the boat on the ground, didn't you, you clever little fellow? Well done. And these guys, they sleep, and something about where their eyes can see, if they're in one spot, they can see the zombie and they make iron golems. And if they're in another spot, they can sleep. This guy does not care what's going on. But that's the farm. And then, oh, the collection bit, you've seen a bit of that, but there's just a couple of water streams that go into there. This little setup. So signs don't burn. And because there's a sign on top of this open fence gate, then the fence gate won't burn. You could just make all of this out of nether wood if you've got access to that, and you don't have to worry about anything burning. I can tell you from experience that you need nether wood here if you're going to make a fence, because it will burn from the lava if it's not, which was very silly and I should have known better, but that's what I get for trying out something new. Anyway, we fixed it, it's all good now, and we're just going to say we're going to do something with that and probably ignore it for a long time. Now, for the main event for today, I have got 3 farms planned, and for 2 of them, we're going to need to do a bit of an adventure, so that's what we're going to do now. 3 farms we're building is a bamboo farm, a cactus farm, and a melon/pumpkin farm. Now, why those 3, you might ask? What an odd combination of natural things you could just grow in the ground. Well, number the first, We make farms that are automatic and they collect things into chests for us because we're lazy and we want lots of the things. And secondly, a bamboo farm will generate things that can be used as fuel in things like furnaces. And then we can cook things like steak. And, oh, when we pull all that steak out, we get some experience points. Lovely jubbly. What if we had a farm that burned lots of things and then every now and then we can just come along and take some stuff out of the oven and get that experience point bonus. And I've not had to go and fish 7,000 times like Rian or go and kill, you know, hundreds and hundreds of monsters just to get a bit of experience points. Well, that would be great and safe and lovely, and you get lots and lots of experience points. So that's the next point. Cactus, you can cook it and it makes you nice dye, which I'll be honest, I'm not going to use a lot of. But we can just shoot the cactus into lava and maybe save a little bit of it just because it's nice to have around just in case I want to make a bunch of green sheep or something. But the furnace will hold on to any experience points it's generated, even if you use a hopper to suck out all the stuff that's been cooked. So you can actually store up tons and tons of XP. Probably an unlimited amount. I don't know. There might be a limit based on computers and maths and really big numbers. And hopefully we don't go over that limit and turn it back into a 0 because that would be really, really bad. But anyway, so the last farm is a melon and pumpkin farm combined into one. What do they do? Why do we do that? Well, because they grow in a very similar way. We can farm them in a very similar way. And when you grow two different crops next to each other that are not the same crop, then that gives bonuses to the growing, so it causes everything to grow a bit quicker. So the melons and pumpkins make excellent trading supplies, materials, goods. What is that? Is that a skeleton? Oh my god. Get out of the house. What are you doing? Ow. You better not be shooting my guys. Oh, they've gotten themselves stuck down here. Of course they have. Geniuses at work. There's a farmer. So if you click on him, you can buy and sell stuff. And after they've leveled up a couple of times, they'll trade melons and pumpkins. And if you've got unlimited melons and pumpkins, then you can get basically unlimited emeralds from these guys. But also, every time you trade, you get experience points. Oh, more experience. Just what we need for doing lots and lots of enchanting. Because these could be better, that 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 could be better. Everything could be better. Except for these two. These are perfect and we won't touch them anymore. So the next 3 farms we're building are going to be all focused on getting us more and more and more XP, which is just what we need right now. So we can go fight the dragon and be the very best like no one ever was. The iron farm we build first because we're going to need quite a few hoppers and things. And rail tracks. And pistons. We need lots of pistons for the melon and pumpkin farm. And I believe, whilst I've been mining, I have been saving rail tracks. So we don't have to necessarily spend a lot of iron on that right now. But we should hook up some of our gold, actually. So cook this gold, and then that will give us gold for making powered rails, which we'll need quite a few of. For collection systems, for collecting the items that we're actually farming. The big problem, to start a farm, you need a seed. And I'll be very honest with you, I've only got 2 out of the 4 seeds that we need. Seeds that I need. Let's find my seeds. There's 2 melon seeds. So that's 1. I need melon seeds. And pumpkins. Pumpkins, you just go into your inventory and turn them into pumpkin seeds. Now we've got pumpkin seed, melon seed. Yes, very good. Well, we also need a bamboo, so the bamboo can grow. And we also need a cactus, so the cactus can grow. I don't have either of those yet, unfortunately. However, what if we grab a boat and go on an adventure? We're going on an adventure. How very happy and exciting. I've got my diamond gear. I've got my good bow. I don't think I'm going to need to take my fishing rod with me. I should have a little personal chest of special things. I'm not going to take all of this food with me. I'll take 1 water bucket and a full hot bar. Will I need an axe? I'm going to bring it just in case I need some spare wood or something. And what if we go really far and we want to not get sent straight back to spawn? We could maybe set up a couple of little camps along the way. How much wool do I have? None. Well, we've got a spare bed. So let's go. We slept just now, so we might as well get going now. And I'm only bringing 24 torches because I don't want to go in any caves because they'll be very distracting and full of very nice things that I need to not be getting right now because I need the cactus and the bamboo. Hopefully we can find some bamboo in a shipwreck, or we'll find a jungle just along the shoreline. And then finding a cactus should be as simple as finding a spot where there's lots of sand. And in my experience, just those places are fairly common and not too hard to find. So it should be fine. Touch wood. Oh, and I have fixed up my little staircase with some cobble stairs. Instead of a big netherrack thing sticking out, I built it a bit more into the mountain. So that looks a bit nice. Nicer. Not necessarily nice, but nicer. Oh, look, a first spare boat. Let's go boating. So I'm going to go out to the ocean because this is like a little pond lake. The ocean is just over this little bit of land. So once we get there, we'll be all good. And in the distance, there's a fire. How exciting. Let's go this way. Now, when I was looking for sugarcane, I did go in that direction quite far. And there was a cool frozen area with a couple of villages with the frozen villager types. They were really cool to look at. Ooh, do we go down? I think maybe just quickly we do a little investigate. Because there's 1, there's definitely 2, and there's a 3, 4. There's lots of stuff to look at down here. Oh, and there's a chest right there. Look, we can just go and have a... Oh, I can't breathe. All right, quickly. All these chests are exposed. Buried treasure map. That's going to be useful. Okay. I think without proper breathing gear, that's as good as it gets right now. Double check this one. Don't think I've been in there. Definitely haven't. Oh, bad, bad, bad. Very bad, very bad, very bad. Ugh, 2.5 hearts. Alright, alright, alright. There's a lot of guys. Snatch and grab. Ready to go. Woo! Out. Out. Oh, that wasn't that good. Had potential. It was fine, I suppose. In we get. Alright, so. Portal's that way. We're going. What way are we going? We are looking north. Hello, moon. I think I see a really dark patch. That could be a boat. It could just be me seeing things. Let's find out. Ooh. Smithing template. Coast armor trim. Sure. Ooh. Another distraction. Ah, yes. Some floating land. Under the sea. What a ruined portal. The loot from the boxes, not that good. Cool snowy mountain, though. Lots of peaks. It's my own little Alps. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Cave go down long way. But I made a promise to myself to not go caving. Ooh. Ice. Oh, what if we go for a quick visit to our friends in the tower? Just a bunch of new friends to make. Hello, guys. Me here, your new best friend. Hello. Ow. Ooh. I should put this in my offhand. Oops. How unfortunate. Here. Expert swordsman right here. Where is the booty? Show me the looty. Ooh. Ah! Go down. Bye. Smithing. Sentry armor trim and sentry armor trim. Okay. We've come out pretty far. But not far enough. Must keep searching. Shipwreck right there. Iceberg dead ahead. Ooh, in here. Ooh, ooh. Bamboo! That's 1 out of 2. Tick. And some moss. That's also quite good to get. And we don't need much of the other stuff. But we'll take all the moss quick before I run out of breathing. Oh, oh. Oh, it's raining. What a good time to go fishing. Not right now, sir. We're on a mission. Ah! More treasure. And escape. Oh no, I can't breathe. Is that a cherry tree with a beehive right on it? Next to a mountain. How picturesque and delightful. With ice cascading down this enormous hill. This would be a likely spot, honestly, for one of those cities. Ancient cities, you might say. Also, if I could get up there, I could see really far. I don't have leather boots, so if I fall in a hole, I'm gonna blame you. Yes, we don't go on this. This is bad. This is good. And it looks like snow doesn't settle. Oh, there's a snow bunny. Little guy. Oh, bite. This. Was that the same as this? I can't tell. Ice will be safe. To the ice. Oh, there's a goat up here somewhere. Hello, goat. And also, wow. Okay. The hand also was for the lightning, but then wow, look at this. Okay, this is a spot. This is where you build your big evil castle in the middle there and be all like, this is where the bad guy lives. Just legging it across this snow. What could possibly happen to me? I could fall in and freeze to death, actually, so let's be careful, me. I really don't have a plan for if I fall in. Dig. Dig fast. Ooh. Some lovely cold water for me to climb up. How delightful. This is a really cool area, though. And a nice little village. Oh, they'll have a brewing stand. I am absolutely going to steal that. It happened. Oh no. We dig forwards. Okay, we're free from the badness. I think. Might have fallen into more. This is bad too, this is bad too, this is bad too. Just... That's so spooky, the way your view zooms in and then zooms back out. It zooms in really quick and then it's like, well, what a lovely patch of snow to walk through. Ooh, okay, I'm through. We're free. Hopefully there's iron golems. If they're not, oh well. Alright, nice of the church to generate mid-air. The one building I wanted to go in. Can I even get inside? I can. Give me some of this. And I don't want some of that. I think maybe we keep going sort of back up to the snow level and then around. See what we can see through this way. Another massive... Ooh! mountainous region. This is insane. Just keeps going. At this point, I figure if I go west for about 1,000 blocks until we're roughly at 0, and then we'll go south a couple thousand blocks, or be south or north, I don't know. Make that number closer to 0, the last one. Go this way for 2,000 blocks. And that will get me roughly home. And hopefully, somewhere along that path, we'll find a bit of sand. If we don't, that's when we go to the map, I think. Because this was supposed to be, a quick, fun little adventure. And the bamboo was going to be the problem. It's not. That's odd. Can't wait to see it properly loaded in. Hello? Or is it? It's just gone weird. There wasn't a loading error. It was just weird land. Okay. Get past these trees and have a look. Ooh. Iceberg in a lake. Iceberg Lake. I've named it. There we going. Oh, still got 860 blocks to go. Turns out 1,000 is a big number. Snow foxes. I think I knew they were a thing. But look at them run away from me. Don't be scared, we could be friends. Bad snow? Ugh. Well, we're going down anyway. Yeah. Good snow. Bees. Hello, bee. Don't punch the bees. Don't punch the bees. Don't punch the bees. Oh. Cave. Beautiful mountains again. Ice spikes, tiny little bit of cherry. It's cool. It's not what I need, though. Dear Mojang, please put sand back into the game. Bees. Waterfall. Floating ice. Ooh, crack in the ground. Yeah. Ooh, big hole. Look at that far that goes down. If I had an elytra right now. Now, does that creeper look sideways to you? Oh, no, there he is. All right, he moved. He looks fine. Polar bear. Not friend. Also a not friend. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, that's what they're doing here. They live here. Such convenience. Ooh, crossbow. A horn. We shall toot the horn. Not bad. Do we jump? Woohoo! My knees. Whee! 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 Splish. I'll be honest, I preferred the wee rather than the splish. This kind of adventure is the kind of thing that would have been perfect for a live stream. And I'm not live streaming this because I haven't done a live stream in a long time. But maybe if y'all that are watching do the old subscriber only and a little bit of a like and maybe tickle the comment button every now and then and let me know, then maybe we'll get some live streams going sometime, occasionally, possibly frequently. And then you can tell me how bad I am at the game in person. Live! On stream. Live stream. Well, we're already halfway home. Not looking good. This is probably the most sand I've seen. Still no cactus, though. There's no cactus. Yes, we've been doing this adventure for almost an hour now, in real time, in live time. Not what you call it, meat time. Because I am made of meat. That looks like more snow. Can villages have cactus in them? This should be added to the loot tables. Don't shoot me. Ooh, another shipwreck though. Let's go to that first. Or do we? There's a creeper on board. Shoot him. He's dead. And that's why we got the power 5. More stuff I've already got. Cannot believe how much snow there is on this seed. It really is just a bunch of crap that I don't need. Okay, let's go drop off all of this lovely stuff we've managed to pick up. Now, I'm having a plan is forming in the old mind. And I'm planning to build a bridge from there to there. Ignore this bit. That'll be a little bridge. And that bridge is to practice my bridge building skills. Let's see if I can jump on this roof. Yeah. And then once I've got my little bridge there, well, what should I put up here? What if we bring that little tip down just a little bit and then have a nice big spot there for a house? What if I build a house there? And also do something with this village. It needs terraforming, maybe. Maybe if I got rid of this house here and then brought this slope sort of down through here and then have these at the bottom of a hill, maybe a couple of houses on the middle of the hill, and then you know, a couple of houses at the top. Looks like there's one up there currently, maybe another one nearby, then the bridge up to my house. That might be nice. Okay, loot haul. Emeralds, lots of emeralds, bit of gold, golden apple, Waterloo enchanting, lapis, a bit of iron, goat horn, question mark, bamboo, wheat, and look, I'm needing a junk chest. Let's put, that's not really junk. Junk. Okay. Now, before I look up a map, I'm going to go to the wiki and just see if there is any other reliable ways to find cactus. I shall report back my findings. Okay, there's good news and bad news. Good news is there's lots and lots of cactus to be found in villages. The bad news, those villages have to be in the desert where there'd be lots of cactus anyway. So, not helpful. However, there is a small spark of hope, and it's small and unlikely, but we'll give it a go. There is cactus in the rooms found under some igloos. Now, if you don't know about them, igloos are a special structure that half the time they have this secret basement where someone has been experimenting on zombified villagers and curing them of their disease. The whole point of the igloo is kind of like an in-game tutorial on how to get cheaper trades with villagers, which is nice, but it's pretty hidden. But there is a cactus in a pot at the bottom of one of these. So if I can find an igloo, and there's been lots of snow in this world, if I can find an igloo, there's a 50% chance, and that's half, 1 out of 2. That's pretty good odds. If I can find one, then there might be a cactus in the bottom. It's worth having a look. I'm not going to put you through a whole adventure again, though, because that's just silly. But what I will do, I'll go and have a look, and if I find one, I'll cut back in, and I'll be like, hello, it's me, the guy doing the video, and here is an igloo. And if I don't, maybe I'll be back here and sad. So let's hope for the happy one, and not the sad one. See you soon! Oh my god, guess what? I've just found this igloo. I am thousands of blocks out. And I was just approaching because I was like, it's not an igloo, but what are those stone bricks for? And then I realized that it is an igloo, and that is the chute that goes down to where the cactus will be. So my horse is going to be left right here, and I got to go in and hide from the bad guys. And do I have any... Oh, I've got a door with me. Look at that. I found a door. So under here, aha, a trap door. We can go down. How exciting. I've never found one of these before. Hello. 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 Cactus. Cactus. How exciting. We did it. We managed. And a bunch of stuff in here. If you ever want to learn about turning a zombified villager into a regular villager, well, you come in here. The splash potion of weakness, which involves, they haven't actually included the gunpowder that you need, but they must be assuming that you have at least a minimum level of knowledge and understanding. Okay, that silverfish makes this room very scary now. You should have at least a minimum understanding of brewing, which basically, if you have a potion and you add gunpowder to it, you have to brew it again through the stand and add gunpowder, then you get a splash potion. And if that splash potion, you throw it on a zombified villager. I'm not going to throw this one because I might actually just use it for fixing up some zombies. But if you then give them a golden apple straight away afterwards, then they start shaking and eventually turn into one of these. And if you have the iron bars nearby, then that actually helps them convert quicker. But honestly, mate, you're going to be safer in here from the mobs that were up there. So let's leave. What if I just touch a few of these and run away? It's going to be a bit of a trek back home, but we did it legit without having to go online for any maps or anything, so that's quite nice. Happy with that. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back home, drop off my cactus, and I'm just going to craft the blocks and things that I'm going to need for the farms. So next time you see me, we'll be ready to get started on the farms. Hooray! Hello! It's me again. I'm back and I've been doing some more stuff. We've gotten ready to actually get going with the farms. Hooray! Let's go and have a look at this box. Look at this beautiful box full of rails, powered rails, all the goodies that we will possibly need. And what else have we been doing? So we've actually started farming just manually the cactus. And so I can come over here with an axe and go boop. And if it doesn't land on another cactus, we go boop and we catch the cactus. And then we can plant it on another bit of sand. Because I only had one and these grow quite slow, it seemed like a good idea to have lots of seeds ready to go to plant on the farm. They'll automatically break off and it'll be great. We've also been growing lots of pumpkins and melons. And then we've got lots and lots of bamboo growing as well, because we'll make quite a big bamboo farm. And it will come off the back of here and stretch out really far because you need to make them big. And we'll do probably melons and pumpkins here. And then cactus on the other side. Let's go have a look at the other side. There's lots of space to go that way for the bamboo farm. Space here for the cactus. And then space over there for the melon and pumpkin. I want to keep it a little bit spread out and not too close together. And I did one other cool thing. I managed to get a silk touch enchantment off of the enchanting table. And I have started trading. So if you look at the villagers, you see they've got this little coloured token on their belt. They start off grey, and then when you trade with them, they level up. So I traded some wheat with this guy, and then he leveled up, and he was happy about that. So he's giving me a discount on some stuff. But now he has started. So now he has started buying pumpkins for an emerald, And this guy I haven't traded with at all, so he's got a little grey token. So not only will we get lots of experience when trading with these guys, but we'll actually get food. And this guy is a toolsmith, and I had lots of spare iron to trade with him. I was able to get him to master level, and so now he trades a enchanted axe and an enchanted pick. The enchantments aren't particularly great. It's nice to have efficiency 3 right off the bat. They do cost quite a few emeralds, but I can get free emeralds from the farmers, and when I've got lots of farmers, then we'll have plenty of emeralds to buy any tools that we need. That's when you realise that trading with the villagers starts to get a bit broken, because if you do the zombifying and curing of villagers, and zombifying just requires a zombie to bite them a little bit, then once you've got that process all set up, then you have really cheap trades, and you got lots of stuff to trade with them, and then you just spend a little, like, you spend 5 or 10 minutes trading back and forth. Suddenly you've got XP for doing all the extra enchanting you want to do, you got all the extra gear that you need, and it's really good. So I want to start with the cactus farm because it is, as far as I can tell, the slowest crop, and it is probably going to be the easiest farm to build. We'll harvest all of these cactus, and I'm thinking I'll do an 8x8. That means there's a stack of cactus on each level. That'll be an easy way to sort of expand the farm. You just grab the stuff and a stack of cactus. So let's go to the spot. I want this to be fairly close in this sort of spot here. And we need to build it up a little bit. So something like that. Okay, after trying out a couple of different things, I landed on the simple one-way water stream that goes this way, and then down the bottom I've dug out that a little bit further, and then we've got another one-way water stream going this way, and they terminate perfectly right in the middle. I've just got to chuck a couple of hoppers down here, just a block down, and that will collect anything that falls into here, such as cactus that grow, that immediately pop off and fall down and fall anywhere on here. They're going to go all the way down and then all the way into the middle and then collected down here. And then we can also transport some. I might even use water streams to do some transport. We could do some pipes and transport everything to like a processing area where maybe we have like a cooking thing set up. I'm not sure. We're going to cook all the cactus anyways. Yeah, and then pipe things out to where I need them to go. But for now, let's get started on getting the actual... Ooh, the rangery. Let's get started on putting the cactus in and making sure that the farm actually functions. Okay, we got the first bit of the farm finished. So let's jump in and have a quick look. So I've just finished building up the walls to contain everything. As you can see, we've got a regular solid block, which I've chosen to be amethyst because it's pretty. And then we've got sand, which the cactus grows on. And then in between every second row, we've got these fence gates that are open. And I've placed them in this orientation. I don't know if it matters. I've opened some to point that way. I've opened some to point that way just to see if there's any difference. I don't think there is. See if we can spot one. There we go. They pop off, fall down, come down the water stream, and collect at the bottom. We've got a bit of cactus at the bottom there. I did have 20 in my inventory, but we just picked up 13, which is, you know, pretty good amount. So the next step will be to figure out if this is productive enough. We just saw one broke off there. And there it goes. If this is productive enough to constantly provide fuel for a furnace to keep pumping all the time. And then if this is not enough, then we build another layer. And then if it's too much and it's overflowing, then we build another layer until we've got, you know, 5, 6 maybe. But we want a decent amount of furnaces to be sort of constantly cranking. That way we can extract quite a lot of experience points whenever we want to do that. Got another 8 cactus since we've been talking. Fantastic. Okay, so let's get some hoppers and a chest on there. And then we can look at starting the bamboo farm. Now, I did look up a tileable unloader for the minecarts, and there's a good one from Il Mango, so we'll be using that. And I think we'll start the farm. Probably, we don't want to give a bit of space here, so we've got space to A, go around, and B, for when I've not made enough space, there should be space for me to build extra stuff that I might need. So the unloader, if I want the unloading to finish roughly here, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the level where the rail will be, which is underneath the farm, which then the farm ends up being up here. So we'll leave a little bit of space for a few doohickeys, and then the actual bamboo would be growing on this block. And then if we've got 2 things of bamboo there, there'll be some space you need for the observer and the piston, and then a redstone line behind them, and then a observer and a piston, so we'll need 3. And then we can have the next one. Like that. 2 wide there. And then we go 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2 for the actual farm. Wonderful. So I've just built this up just quickly to demonstrate. We've got bamboo growing on dirt. Doesn't even have to be grass. We got a row of pistons pointing towards them, and then a row of observers watching the plants grow. And then as soon as any of them gets this tall, and everything within, I think it's like a 9 block distance, will get triggered, because you've got the redstone dust here, and when this one shoots out a signal, all of this redstone dust is connected to it, so that will activate the piston, and the piston breaks the stuff, and they can keep growing. Fantastic. Because I'm going to need a lot of my observers for my pumpkin farm as well, I'm going to use half. And so that means it can only detect half as many growing big, but they all grow so fast it's going to have a very small impact on how much the farm actually produces. So for collection, we want parallel rail carts. I'm going to do a super basic collection system right now, just so that it's actually collecting. Okay, so we'll put a chest probably here. And then we'll do some hopper, hopper, and hopper, and hopper. And then we do bring this out a little bit. Bring this around like that. We got the little loop. And that will, because we got 4 hoppers there, so that should be enough to pick up most of the bamboo. Now we're going to want to add some powered rail in. We don't want to put it right next to the hopper because that will lock the hopper. But if we do this with a couple of torches, that torch will actually power this block. And if you put a powered rail here, it'll be turned on. Nice and bright. Lovely. Get it going. And then we're doing that, picking stuff up, getting some bamboo in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all built up. And then I think we will do all the connecting of things in the next episode. Oh, and obviously, don't jump on a rail whilst there's a thing going along because you'll get in the way and it will get stuck. Yeah, so we'll get this farm done and then we'll move on to the melon and pumpkin. And then, yeah, next episode, we'll connect everything together, get a functioning furnace system going, and start deciding if we need to expand either of these 2 farms because we might need more than what it's producing. Look at that. There's already bamboo sitting on top of there. So we need to make that taller again. There's always tweaking to be done, but we can figure out how high it needs to be by just any time we see bamboo on the top, we'll just add another layer. I think at this rate, we'll do the cool unloader in the next episode and set up some droppers at the cactus farm so that when we're connecting it all up, it can all be done together. Hey, you. Yeah, you. It's that guy. Guess what? I did it. I have finished the bamboo farm. Now, last time I spoke to you was actually a couple of days ago. And, oh, this is already... What are you doing? Oh, my God. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't look. I talked about using a different kind of minecart unloader. And I have temporarily put in this style, which is a little bit slower. But, as I have noticed, as long as this doesn't get clogged, they only pick up a few items each run, and then they only pause for a little bit, and then off they go. So I don't think I'm going to need to do anything too crazy with the unloading. I'm still going to dispense or drop everything into some water streams and bring them over to some furnaces. I've temporarily put up these furnaces just to see how things go and see how much bamboo is needed to cook a few things. So I put a few stacks of copper and gold and stuff in there, and I've been cooking the cactus to get the green dye. And when I want to get some experience, then I figured I could do this, which is some sticky pistons, which are activated by the redstone line. I'm sure I can hide this if I need to. And then there's redstone torches underneath there. And because there's now a solid block here, this powers what's above it, which is the hopper, and that locks the hopper, so it no longer sucks things out of what's above it. So I can then do that, and I get a bunch of experience points. And then I can turn it off and let it keep going and build up more XP for me. So that's nice. So I've got 3 modules, which are each 2 wide. Let's see if I can go... Let's go to spectator just to go at the top. So we've got these 3 modules. They're all 2 blocks wide and 100 blocks long. And let me tell you, that's a bad idea. It's huge and it overhangs all of the land. I'm thinking pillars with arches all the way along, and that might look quite good. And have like really big pillars where it's overhanging with extra supports and things like that. Now over here at the cactus farm, I have added another layer. So we'll go down through here. We can see there's the bottom layer. And then I've added this layer. I did collect resources to do 2 more layers. But I just wanted to see. I was pretty sure that 1 layer just wasn't going to put out enough stuff. Get back to survival. Look in the chest. So we've got a stack in there. That's quite nice. Based on how long everything's taking, I think We'll do the actual furnaces, set them up properly, get the drops over to the different furnaces. We'll do that probably in the next episode because right now things are running pretty long. And I still want to get the melon and pumpkin farm built. So you might be able to tell that I've got a bit of a cold. So I'm just going to go ahead and build the melon and pumpkin farm. And then I can explain in a bit more detail exactly how it works. We'll be building it probably down here. Probably around where this definitely not a creeper hole is. I want to use the crafter, which I've got in this world because I turned on the experimental features. And I want to use that because when you collect melon with a piston, it breaks it and you get just melon slices. So you have to craft them back into full melons. And I can do that now with the crafter if I can figure out how to use it because I've never used it before. So I will build up the melon and pumpkin farm a few blocks off the ground to give lots of space for sorting the different drops and crafting the melon slices into full melons so I can quickly and easily trade them with villagers. So I'm going to go get this melon and pumpkin farm built and then I will see you afterwards. Alright, so we have just finished building the melon and pumpkin farm. And it's going and it seems to be working. We've got a first little bit of melon slices come through, so that looks good to me. Let's just jump into spectator and we can have a quick look over here at what's going on the inside of the farm. Underneath we've got the collection system. It's a pretty simple thing. It's a hopper minecart on rails, just going back and forth. There's a powered rail here, just next to just a block, and it just bounces off every time. And then at this end, we've got a collection system, just like the ones I put in over at the bamboo farm, where all that happens is there's a powered rail on the hopper, and then the comparator detects if there's anything currently going through the hopper. If there is, then that causes power to go through this block, which turns off this redstone torch, which turns off the repeater, which is currently putting power into this block, which powers the rail. So when this gets power, this gets turned off. So if there's something coming through the hopper, then the minecart stops. Because as it comes on, stuff starts coming through and then turns off the power to that. And then once the minecart is empty and the hopper has dropped everything into the chest, this flicks back off again and the power returns to this rail and that sends the cart shooting off again and goes back and forth. Now under here, we have growing lots of plants. So this is the checkerboard pattern that I showed before, and what I've done is I've been a little bit careful about how I've designed the checkerboard, because I know that if I can, I should have more melon plants than pumpkin plants, because the melons I might get only a few melon slices per melon, and you need 9 to make a new melon. And so we're going to need more melons grown in order to get the same amount as we would get the pumpkins. So on the end row, we start with a 5. This is my melons. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the next row, because of the way it's diagonals and checkerboards, you get 4 plants. So that's where I've put my pumpkins. So that's 24 melon plants growing in total. And then we've got the rows of pumpkins, which is the 4s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 of those. So that's only 16 pumpkin plants. So that means we're getting an extra 25% or 30% melons grown rather than pumpkins, which is great. And I'm hoping that something will grow whilst we're looking, and it's just not happening. Probably, it might be because it's nighttime. I'm not sure. Game is weird. But for every plant, we've got an observer looking at it. This guy's intently looking down at this plant here. And anytime there's a change, which at the moment is mostly just them growing a little bit, it shoots a redstone signal up, and then that activates the redstone dust, and then that will fire off all of the pistons in a certain range, which are pointing down to the places where only a pumpkin or a melon can grow. So that breaks the plant, and then the hopper minecart can suck it up through the block because they can do that. And then we've got the jack-o'-lanterns, which are just blocks that provide light all the way around, that are making sure that everything can grow at the same time. And I've just realized that it's probably not growing anymore because I'm in perspective mode. So it doesn't count as there being a person in the game to actually make stuff happen. So if I go back to survival, then things will start existing again. And I just heard a piston go off. So I think, yeah, there we go. So everything's growing and moving again. Fantastic. So that's pretty much it for this episode. Next episode, we'll get these two farms connected with a little furnace array, get things cooking there. And then we want to start looking at my base build. And I don't know if it'll be a mega base or anything like that, but it'll certainly be a nice little base on top of the hill, rather than just living out of a pokey little hole in the ground, which is obviously not the best situation to be in. And we could do some cool little bits of automation up there as well. That would be nice and fun to do. So we've got to get the bridge across to there and then get the little build started. We might not get too much of that done. We might just sort of lay out where it needs to go, because I did find something exciting whilst I was down caving. I found one of the new trial chambers. So I thought it would be super duper fun for my first real experience with those to be filmed, and I can give it a go and learn how to do it sort of as we're going. Might be something about some keys that you need, so I might need to look into that, but I don't know if that's something that you get in the trial chambers and then that sort of lets you proceed through the chambers. I don't know. I found some weird blocks and I broke them, and then I realized, oh, that's a trial chamber in there. So I didn't go in any further because I wanted to make sure I sort of filmed that and had a good time. So I'm going to hang out here whilst this all cooks up so that I can make sure the farms keep going. And until next time, I will see you later. Goodbye.